low playing sheriff, but he's just a bad sport. Christensen can't fathom what a lawful order means. He's playing Simon Says with the First Amendment dreams. Goodrich rolling heavy, but his mind stay light. Hoyt's out of pocket, can't distinguish wrong from right. All they toss whole mirrors, show reflections of shame. Tyrants hate the truth, cause it scorches their name. Tyrants in the shadows don't know the law they swore. Rights violated, we won't take it no more. Constitution's hate bleeds, justice in the fight. You can't muzzle the truth, we're bringing it to light.
Am I going to be famous too? You're going to put me on your YouTube video?
Disdain in his tone, disrespecting his walk. Badge don't make you God, better learn how to talk. He dangerous, reckless, a threat to the peace. Violating rights while he patrolling the streets. I'm pressed, I'm the land's First Amendment in hand. He act like the law's just quicksand. Public property, that's my domain. But he acting like my rights a campaign to restrain.
Hey folks, welcome in. Thank you for joining us tonight on the Sacramento Community Watch channel. Glad you're here. You can join us on Monday. We're glad to be here. Again, I'm Reno News Now. I'm your host for tonight, Lieutenant Commander of the Sacramento Community Watch. And of course, with me always, I have Chief England over here.
Your secondary host of the night.
Yep, my co-host of the night. Yep. As always, we have an open invitation to all auditors out there. If you're wanting to join us, please feel free to drop us a chat or send us an email. We'll send you a link. And of course, any of our team members out there that are currently watching, you're more than welcome to join in as well. Please let us know. Send us a text. Okay, with that being said, let's get into housekeeping. Anything on the housekeeping for tonight, Chief?
Nothing for housekeeping right now that I have on my end.
Let me just take a look on Google here real quick, or website here on the Washoe County Courts here, and see if there's any information going on with your case real quick. Nope. Last thing was 10/28. So yeah, we don't have anything new over on Chief's appeal here. So we're waiting for documents to go in, folks. That's basically what it is.
It's rolling pretty slowly here, folks. And you know what's so funny? I do kind of have some housekeeping. You know, they still have never contacted me about Hoyt and his supposed, appeal that he had done for the department because of the complaints I put in. And the same thing for Sotelo. No updates, no callback. You know, Reno police is very, very poor on transparency and accountability. They just don't want it. And that's evident. That's obvious.
Yep, folks. And if you want to, you can always get in touch with Reno PD at their website and find their phone number. Again, you guys have a First Amendment right to redress your grievances with your government, and we encourage you to do so. The only thing that we recommend is that you exercise your First Amendment right with caution, please, folks. It is a double-edged sword, so please do not say anything or get yourself in trouble trying to exercise that right by intimidating, using threats, force, violence. We do not condone that at all. As Sevenfold 7777, hello, welcome in.
Hey,
Glad you can join us.
Let's give her some horns and some claps, some cheers. Hey, let's go up. Welcome in.
I think my spouse said that drove the dogs crazy last time we did it in the beginning of the last live show. So Cams on Cops, welcome in. Thank you so much. Glad you can join us tonight. We're going to go ahead and jump right into our feature presentation, folks. We're just kind of steamrolling these things through. You guys wanted more, so we're giving you more, folks. So we're here giving the people what they want, man.
Remember, that's our watchman there.
Oh, yeah. Cams on Cops.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Give them some horns and some cheers. Yeah. Welcome in, bro.
Oh, and Tony, just so you're aware.
Am I going to be famous too? You're going to put me on your YouTube video?
Oh, yes. Every time we do a live stream, sir. Yes.
Every time.
Every time. So our first auditor of the evening that we're going to be covering is the Random Patriot, folks. Go check him out on his channel. The video for tonight is arrested 4 times for hurt feelings, and he's had enough.
His rights right there.
That's all right.
Sorry, folks. StreamYard technical difficulties.
I got it on video. I got you, Mike.
You'll lose your job. County will lose money.
Hey, Mike, I got you. When you need the video, I'll Bluetooth it to you.
We'll be everywhere. Welcome to Random Patriots.
And folks, links are in the descriptions below to all their content creators tonight.
I'm in Boonville. Today, which is in Logan County, Arkansas. I'm at the Boonville Police Station, and I'm here to try to talk to Ben, the chief, because one of his officers, Hendricks, arrested a man that I know. He's a local business owner in town. He's lived here his whole life. He owns rental properties. He's an upstanding citizen of Boonville, and Mike is his name, sees a person being pulled over. I think it was the Walmart parking lot. It was some parking lot. And as soon as he's pulled over, the cop's already yelling and screaming. So Mike decides to go over there and record the traffic stop because Boonville doesn't have dash cams or body cams.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, it is. It's 2025, folks. They should have had him 25 years ago.
I ain't in your area. No, I'm not. I'm out of your area. I ain't nowhere around you.
Bad Cops Gone Wild. What's going on? Thank you for joining us tonight.
What's up? What's up? Welcome in. And I would say he is pretty far away from the police car. Like,
Oh yeah, this is going to be another one of those ADHD things where the cop's going to claim that he was interfering because he had his attention distracted.
Dude, I went to court place. That's freaking crooked as hell.
I'm upside down over here. There we go.
Hey, Sevenfold, thank you. We'll take a look at that lackluster one and figure that one out. We may cover it. Lackluster is one of those that we don't like to cover people, so it's we'll have to see if it's original content to him.
Yeah, look how far he is. Come on. Jeez. He's standing right there in that same spot too, so
Amazon Cops, yeah, we agree with you there. Oh, let me turn that
I think so.
back on here. Turn on a little chat thing there.
yeah, that's his ADHD. He walked up to him. That's clear as day. Look how far he is. Come on.
He can't do that. He can't do that.
Sir, you know you're violating his rights because you're on private property arresting a citizen that is not doing anything.
No, sir. He is obstructing governmental operations. You can't do that.
Obstructing,
He's 10 feet away from you.
You're violating.
obstructing is a physical act, folks, or you got to be doing something. I'm so glad in Nevada they struck down our government interfering with government operation laws because it was constitutionally vague, and I can't wait till they do it on the interfering with a police officer here in Nevada, which is basically they don't have a resisting arrest law; they have an interfering with a public officer, and it's so unconstitutionally vague, and it just needs to go.
His rights right there.
That's all right. I got it on video. I got it on video. I got you, Mike.
You'll lose your job. County will lose money.
Hey, Mike, I got you. When you need the video, I'll Bluetooth it to you.
It'll be everywhere. Welcome to random papers. You stupid, bro.
Wow. Your job don't mean that much.
What an
And that's
idiot.
why Boonville PD sucks.
Mike's standing at least 20 feet away. It's in a parking lot, and you can see that he's at least 2 spaces away. So about 20 feet, he's not doing anything, he's not saying anything, he's not obstructing in any way. All right, dude.
Doing all right.
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you, man?
I'm doing well, man.
You got 5 minutes?
Yeah, what you got?
Can we go inside? It's a little cold. I wanted to address something with you,
Okay.
and I'm not trying to like start an argument or nothing. I really just want to talk to you. And you've always been super cool about talking to me. I know you and Mike have a bunch of stuff going back and forth. The one thing that I wanted to talk about, though, was he was arrested, I think, was it the Walmart parking lot where he was recording a traffic stop?
I was up here at the old CVs where they got the bin store,
Oh, okay.
smoke shop,
Yeah.
little area up there.
Do you think that he was obstructing? I'll start there.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I
You-
watched the
you
video. He was asked to back up. Like,
I believe
make him go to
so.
court, you know, he'll have his day in court.
That doesn't fall under obstructing.
He interfered with the traffic stop.
How so?
Because he approached and made himself into the traffic stop.
He was at least 20 foot away.
No,
and
he wasn't.
how far would
I'm
you
not
say?
gonna argue with you.
I'm not trying to argue. No,
He
but
got within 10, 15 foot. He got in
Okay.
that area to raise alarm.
I have
Okay?
some legit stuff that I
BS.
can pass along to you because
Raise alarm.
I don't think
Okay,
you're
like I said, It's
lying.
going to go to court. you
Okay.
know?
Since when is raising alarm? Oh my! This chief is just digging a hole. I mean, this is the thing, folks. Is they do something wrong, and we'll have the court decide. They violate your rights. We'll have the court decide. No, you should have you should be out on your butt. You don't deserve the job if you don't know how the Constitution works.
Hey, well, I
It
just
doesn't
want
matter
to.
what your opinion is. The judge has
It
all
matters.
the opinion.
It's not my opinion. Well, this is what I'm trying to bring to your attention: is that there is no law that says you can't record a traffic stop. First of all,
Right, he
secondly,
wasn't asked to stop recording the traffic stop. He was asked to back away from the traffic stop.
and there's no law that
He
says that.
interfered,
There's no
okay?
law about how far he has to be, and he was plenty far away.
Okay, well,
He was 20 feet away.
Okay, we'll leave it
Well,
up to the
this is
judge.
what I'm trying to get at. Just, I'm not trying to have an argument, brother. I'm just trying to talk to you. There's some stuff that you probably don't know, and I'm just trying to pass it along. It's stuff I've already done I've done whole videos on this exact subject. So, for example, 3 other states have tried to pass laws that say you can't film within 20 feet. All 3 of those state laws were shut down by a federal judge because they were deemed unconstitutional and violate
Exactly.
your rights, your First and your 14th. I guarantee you, if you actually read obstructing, he did nothing to obstruct.
No, he does.
And most, again, folks, in most states, obstruction is a physical act. You have to do something. You being physically there is not the physical presence that we're talking about here. Valley News, welcome in. Any kind of suspicion to them is I need to ID now, pass. Exactly, Valley News. They have taken the reasonable suspicion of a crime and just boiled it down to you're suspicious, I need to ID you. It's just, they do not teach police the law, and they need to put the law back in law enforcement.
He fed
Being within 10 feet is not obstruction.
Like,
Being within 10 feet is
we'll
not
have a day in
obstructing.
court.
And
We'll
there
have
are,
our day in
and
court.
the
That's where it's.
We'll have our day in
states that already
court.
tried to pass a law saying you
Okay,
couldn't
well,
do
this
what
is
you're
the day in
saying.
court.
Okay, well, the 3 states that already tried.
Justin, I'm not
Listen,
gonna
bro,
argue
just
with you.
just
No,
hear
I'm
me
not
out. A
arguing with you.
federal judge already said it was
I'm not
unconstitutional.
arguing with you.
So what he did was unconstitutional,
this is boom,
and
boom. We have a district
and a
judge here.
federal
He'll
judge
hear
is the
your
whole
case,
thing, and
okay?
he's going to deem you unconstitutional too, and you're going to get sued.
And freeze that frame.
let's take a second to watch a clip from one of my previous videos where I explain this a little bit more. Hey, man. Hey, brother. Hey, dude. Can I talk to you just for 1 second? I come in, Pete.
I understand. Y'all know they passed the light 25 feet back.
And I'm sorry, folks. What snowflake of a cop is going to ask you to back up 25 feet because you have a camera?
Sotelo.
I mean, it was just, and Tony the Tyrant and Hoyt, and why don't we say Crazy Eyes Christensen as well?
Yeah. They all do the same shit.
We pay these guys 3-figure salaries, folks, and you know they don't know how to interact with the public properly.
A federal judge in Baton Rouge is set to hear oral arguments this week in a challenge to a new state law that makes it a criminal offense to knowingly or intentionally come within 25 feet of a working police officer after being ordered or asked to step back. Attorneys representing 6 news organizations with a footprint across Louisiana are asking the judge to declare that the law violates the First and the 14th Amendments of the U.S. Constitution.
Can't agree more, Valley
and
News.
to issue a preliminary injunction that stops the state from enforcing the law. But the attorneys for the state of Louisiana want to keep that law, and they're asking the federal judge to dismiss the case. The governor signed the 25-foot buffer bill into law in May. On July 31st, the day before the law was set to go into effect, a group of news organizations, including Verite News, who wrote this article, sued the Attorney General, the Superintendent of Louisiana State Police, and East Baton Rouge District Attorney to stop the law from being enforced. Lawmakers in Arizona and Indiana passed laws in 2022 and 2023 this, but federal judges have blocked both from being enforced.
Florida as well,
These buffer
folks.
laws are a trend that's cropping up across the country, and they seem to be an effort to get around the First Amendment right to document what police officers do in public. The law also violates the 14th Amendment by failing to uphold people's due process and equal protection rights because the language of the law is too vague. Now that all took place in December of 2024. Now in January of 2025, what do we have? The federal judge blocks enforcement of Louisiana police buffer zone law. So this is January 31st, 2025. The federal district court in Louisiana has blocked the state from enforcing a law that makes it a crime to approach within 25 feet of a law enforcement officer after being told to stay back, concluding that the statute is unconstitutionally vague and allows for arbitrary and discriminatory enforcement.
Especially to journalists.
Exactly. 100%.
No problem. Thank you. So, Officer Hendricks arrests Mike for standing in one spot recording approximately 20 feet away. He wasn't doing anything, he wasn't saying anything, he wasn't interjecting himself into the traffic stop, he was just standing there recording. When the cop tried to talk to him, he told him, mind you, leave me alone, I'm not bothering you, yada yada.
Yep.
There is no, so how laws work is, if there's not a law that says you can't, then you can. There doesn't need to be a law that says you can do something for you to do it. As long as there's not a law that says you can't do it, then you can do it. One thing that you can definitely do is record police interactions in public. Hey there. Is there any way I could speak with Officer Hendricks, please?
He's not on duty today. He'll be back tomorrow.
Oh, he will. All right. What time? Is it early or late or?
He does day shift.
Day shift? All right. Thanks so much. Thank you.
He's still there. He in the back.
I'm just trying to come bring this information to Ben, who doesn't understand the law. He doesn't care about transparency, accountability. I was here.
The police, they be hiding. He probably in the back hiding.
Over 2 years ago, asking why.
Hold on a sec. Hey, shout out to Sevenfold 777 for the super chat there. The war on drugs and terror is a war on our rights and freedoms disguised as a national security and public safety. Exactly.
Hey, give her the horn and the check. Yeah. Appreciate that, Sevenfold. Thank you.
Oh, my cha-ching button doesn't work. Oh, there it goes.
Cha-cha-ching.
dash cams, and he said, I'm hopefully getting them soon. That was over 2 years ago. Still doesn't have them. I guarantee you, if you asked him the same question today, he'd tell you
2 years
the same
ago,
answer that he
body
told me 2
cam
years
soon.
ago.
Oh my goodness.
And now all it takes is someone just trying to record a traffic stop because they don't have their own cameras, and now you're arrested for that. And
Okay, and folks, we've mentioned this before. If you take the budget of one bad cop, if you get rid of one bad cop on the force, if you can do that and not have to rehire that position, you can take that entire budget and supply body cameras for the entire force for the annual salary of that one cop. So let's fire a bad cop and get them body cameras.
and I try to bring the constitutionality of it to his attention, he says, this is Boonville. That doesn't apply here. Constitution and federal law.
Oh, that good old boy
judges,
mentality.
that stuff doesn't apply here in Boonville, is what he told me. This is Boonville, Arkansas, and we will arrest you if you try to record our traffic stop. Because we don't record it, and neither do you. No one records it. No accountability.
Them cops be over there getting high. That's what that is. And I ain't talking about the good stuff, the green stuff. They be getting high if they think like that. It's stupid.
No transparency here in Boonville, Arkansas, and Ben Villarreal is preaching that at the top of his lungs. So another thing that Ben kept saying is he'll have his day in court. Well, so if you're new to this game, this is how it works. When you go to your small little kangaroo BS court here in town, the judge and the chief, they all play golf together. They all know each other.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter
Conflict
what
of
the
interest.
Constitution says, and these little bullshit kangaroo courts here in district court, he'll probably lose. Even though everything is on his side, he'll still probably lose because that's just how it goes.
Yeah, they're going to be
happy
what you
the
have to
chief.
do then is appeal it to a circuit court, a higher court. Once you appeal
Yep.
it to a higher court, that's whenever they
Takes
actually
2
start
years.
taking stuff
They be all
seriously,
getting high
and
together and
he
making
will
bad
not
decisions.
lose. Mike was not doing anything, and he was very far away. So it's about to be an issue. And Ben isn't very smart when it comes to paperwork or logistics. He couldn't even figure out how to put a video on a flash drive. I called him one day to try to help him do it because he couldn't figure it out. So he was going to go buy like an $80 or maybe it was a $60 hard drive, like an actual full-on hard drive, because he could figure out how to put the video on that. So he was going to go buy the $60 thing that's not needed, not necessary.
You buy a full-fledged hard drive or a flash drive will do. Oh my gosh, it's so stupid. It sounds like he's trying to inflate the price of the open records request because he's trying to play games.
Well, I think he's talking about the guy that was recording originally, Random Patriot.
No, I think he was talking about the chief.
Charge Mike for that hard drive. You could put it on a flash drive for about $5. You just have to know how to hit a couple buttons in the settings. So I tried to call him and explain all this. He's not having it. Any new information is just like, oh, frustration and learning hard, boom, and he gets mad and leaves.
Hello, this is Ben.
Hey, Chief. This is Justin, the Random Patriot. I'm not calling to like harass you or nothing. I was actually just trying to mediate something real quick. If you had like a half a minute.
Okay, what you got?
Yeah. So I know. I guess Connor Roberts made a FOIA request for some videos, and they were saying that they didn't feel it was right. You were charging them for something, and he was saying like $60, but they were saying that you were charging them that for like a USB. And I was just trying to.
As far as the hard drive, yeah. So the amount of video they're wanting is not going to fit on a USB.
How many gigs is it?
It's several different videos. So from what I've gotten, I'm not even all the way done yet.
I'm curious because you can
It's
get
only
like
1.81 gigabyte
flash drive for like $10.
It's easier to throw it all on the hard drive from what I've been dealing with our system.
So,
May have a better system, it's easier.
well, you should be able to do that from any system. So
Yeah.
this really should be like a $10 FOIA request. I feel like I know what you're running into, the problem, because even if you have a 128 gig flash drive and you try to throw 100 gigs on there, it'll tell you that you can't, that it's too large for some reason, and it's actually just a setting on the flash drive, and it's really
Shout out to Reno News Now for that
and
super chat.
You can reset the flash drive to accept any size file, and then there you go. Now it's a $10. Now instead of $60, it's like $8.50. You know.
I gotta get a better cha-ching sound.
Well, it's unnecessary. I've never heard of this in my entire life. A whole hard drive.
That's just the way I'm gonna operate, okay?
Well, that's overkill, and you're making someone buy like a 3-year hard drive for one FOIA request. That you shouldn't be doing that to people. So at the end of the day, because you don't know how to work a flash drive, you're charging someone for a whole hard drive because it's easier, and that's not right, brother.
No, I'm gonna say it's for the system that I'm operating with.
It's not, dude. You could have.
Well, then you need to call your freaking IT department, dude. Or are you guys so backwater you don't even have an IT department? I guarantee you got somebody who does IT work, folks. Oh my God.
And he's literally talking about one of the easiest things that anybody I guess everybody couldn't do it, but I'm a computer tech, so I know how to do exactly what he's talking about. But to charge somebody for a hard drive, wow.
Hey, Chief, why don't you call some Norton scammers in India and see if they'll help you with that? Why don't you contact Scammer Payback? I'm sure he can point you in the direction of some qualified scammers who can wind up helping you fix your computer. Also, folks, just a quick side note here on scammers, folks. No company in their right mind will ask you to send an Apple gift card to them to refund them money, folks. So if somebody sent you money or claims they sent you money, they can take it back electronically. You don't have to put it in cash and stuff, folks. So just keep that in mind. If they sent you money, they can take it back just as easy.
You could have a 20-year-old laptop and you can still just throw it on a flash drive. You don't know what you're talking about. What system are you talking about then? What system are you talking about?
Of course you have.
And this is a public servant, folks.
That's what police do. They like to hide.
An email with instructions on how to do it, and
when it comes to things like this, their number one go-to is to retreat. Again,
and claim ignorance.
Exactly. They don't like transparency. They don't like accountability. The same thing with Reno Police Department. They'd rather just avoid it and not say nothing because lack of transparency.
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting.
And if they claim ignorance, they can claim that they can't claim that, that they know the law. Then they can claim ignorance on all that. It's part of that whole qualified immunity racket. So if I don't know how to do it, I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. He was breaking the law. Well, I thought he was. It was, qualified immunity, folks. So yeah, what's going to wind up happening is he's going to get hung up in the kangaroo courts. It's going to go to appeals. They're going to strike it down. They're going to file civil rights lawsuits, and then they're going to claim qualified immunity because there was no clearly established law. You see where this is going, folks? No accountability whatsoever.
It actually put it on a flash drive and not go buy a $60 hard drive. So this is what we're dealing with. If you can't figure out how to put one small video file on a flash drive, well, duh, you obviously can't operate body cams and dash cams and keep track of it and the cloud and storage and all that. So,
and how did he ever make how did he ever make chief? If he's supposed to be past a detective, if he's supposed to be that high up and that knowledgeable on his job, and he's supposed to run these TCOL things and run these databases that carry all these computer names and stuff and he can't put files on a flash drive. What kind of public servant, what kind of police officer is he?
Who hired him? That's what I hired him.
Why hasn't a city manager fired him? Why hasn't the
it's probably his cousin.
It's all part of the good old boys club, the government conspiracy club.
Part of it is he doesn't want accountability and transparency. 100%, that's part of it. But also, a big part of it is he's not smart enough to figure it out, and that is legit. Mike, nice to see you again, brother.
See you. Been a long time.
I know, it's always something bad happens.
It's something every week here.
And so this one pisses me off. And I actually just came from talking with Chief Ben Villarreal. He stands by everything that Officer Hendricks did that day. Boonville doesn't have dash cams, doesn't have body cams. I was here like 2.5 years ago doing a story on you actually being tased wrongfully. And I asked, why don't you have any body cams? And he says, we're working on it. Well, that was 2.5 years ago. He still doesn't have them.
He's been telling me that for 3.5 years.
I believe you.
Since the day I got tased.
What did I do? You tased me, and I'll have a lawsuit from hell. I'll have a lawsuit from hell. You're on my property. You're on my property.
Yeah, that'd be part of my settlement, that they get body cams and use them and disable the mute button.
Right.
And I mean, that's the one thing that I wish that they would do across the board, is disable that mute button. Let them blank out the audio back at the station. Don't let them mute the body cams in front of people, folks. It's if it's that private, the station can mute them out. Don't need the officers doing it.
No, let them be able to mute it, but it still records. So they put it on mute, think it's on mute, and it's still recording.
Oh yeah, I mean it would be a flag in the software. You would flag the video, yeah, and then the software would recommend to the people monitoring or redacting it that says, hey, the officer wishes this to be muted from here, and then they can make that determination.
You're on my property.
Good idea.
For what? For what? You're going to tase me for disorderly conduct? For raising my voice?
On his property, I guess?
For raising my voice.
Turn around.
Nice. Tase me for raising my voice. Let me get this right on camera. You're going to tase me for raising my voice. No.
Turn around.
No.
Turn around.
No.
Turn around.
God damn it.
My.
You tase me out. You don't offer. No.
Put your hands behind your back.
No.
For what?
This is just sad.
What did I do disorderly? What did I do disorderly? You have to tell me what I did disorderly.
I already told you.
For raising my voice. No. No.
Raising your voice is not disorderly, folks.
You're on my property. Arrested me.
Who's the complaining party on that? Who's the complaining party on it disorderly?
And the cops giving him chance after chance after chance.
Remember, folks, police cannot be the complaining party on a disorderly conduct, folks. Right. There has to be a complaining party. And if there's no complaining party, there is no disorderly conduct. And the only one who's being disorderly at this point would be the officer, because at this point, the complaining party would be that guy. But are they going to arrest their own for breaking the law? No. No. Let's keep watching.
I wouldn't record this. Huh? I wouldn't record it because Mike would be in trouble. I know. Well, that's what I want. God damn it.
That's bullshit.
Yes, sir. Hey. Since the day I got tased, I was going, where's y'all's body cams? We ain't got them. From my understanding, this is just the research I've done and found out, if we have any projects going on, they send the projects to Fort Smith to get them done for grants in Fort Smith through a grant writer. This is what I've been told. From my understanding, Ben writes all his own grants. So from my explanation of it, it looks like he's writing the grants wrong. Whether he's doing it wrong on purpose or not doing it wrong on purpose, he's writing the grants himself and can't write them. That's what I see.
That's funny. I was just saying the same thing. I was like, I bet you anything, because it's a lot of grant money out there. It's easy to get this stuff.
Everybody
you just have to be able to do paperwork.
He was hollering for officer safety. For officer safety, you need to back up. For officer safety,
there's no law. What law is that?
Anyhow, by their policy,
it's case law, and case law don't kick in until a law is broken.
Be cuffed in the back.
Usually,
he cuffed me in the front. They never patted me down.
So okay, that just helps. It's because they know who you are. So exactly, if it was an officer safety issue, then why are they handcuffing you in the front without patting you down? They aren't afraid of you. They know exactly who Mike Roberts is.
Exactly.
You own the small business in town. You own a half dozen rental properties. You've been here your whole life. Everyone knows who you are and what you're doing. No one's in fear for their safety because of you. That was a bullshit call. There's not even a law that says he can do that anyway. And then he proves it by handcuffing you in the front and not patting you down. Hendricks doesn't need to be an officer. Ben doesn't need to be an officer, never mind chief. The whole reason you were recording the traffic stop to begin with was because the dude was pulled over here on the main road.
Well, from what I was seeing, the cop was behind him and I was pulling in. And the cop was pulling up here. Well, when I get out here, I hear him hollering at the person that's in the truck. And he's hollering, I could write you up for this. I'm just making a big scene.
So you pull in and you see this guy getting pulled over, and immediately you see Officer Hendricks just yelling and screaming.
Yeah, he's hollering at the person in the quiet truck, and I don't know exactly what he's saying, but he's making a big scene.
So that made you be like, I know they don't have dash cams and body cams.
Absolutely, break out my phone.
I better go stand over there and record. And then thankfully someone else started recording you getting arrested, so we saw that. All right, so this is actually, I'm inside the store of the parking lot where Mike was arrested. And one of the guys that actually recorded him being arrested is right here. Yeah. What's your name, sir?
My name's Doug.
I'm Justin. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you.
And you just mentioned something that I wanted to get on record, that what had happened there. Like, you saw him being...
Well, we were just finishing up, and me and my boss walked over to the door, and hold on just a second.
Sure.
Ma'am, we're not open today. Okay. But we walked over, and I seen Mike videoing the officer in the parking lot. And just jokingly, my boss goes, Mike's going to be arrested. Give it 5 minutes. And I said, nah. Boss left. Next thing I know, I was dialing the phone saying, hey, guess what? Mike just got arrested. I said, but it was for stupid. I mean, he wasn't doing nothing wrong. But I was out there videoing. I was within arm's reach of Mike. Standing.
Hey, I just thought of something here, Chief, in response to Sevenfold's comment. So many innocent citizens have died as a result of being tased. They should have banned them decades ago for, whatever. I don't know if you've seen any of these on Facebook and stuff like that. I've seen, like Japan has found much more non-lethal ways to take people down. Just using very long sticks and, snap bands, to try to get people to subdued and on the ground. There's no need to tase people. There's no need to put people in cuffs, those torture cuffs. There's far better means of doing these things, and they got the budget for them, but they don't want to because more people equals, more people in that blue line government club. So,
yeah, they should use nunchucks.
Or why don't we just go
beside him? And I was doing the exact same thing. I was videoing. Cop never said nothing to me. There was a lady that works at the
Star witness right
here.
Here.
Videoing. She walked in between me and Mike. Walked past the officer in the vehicle that just got done with the traffic stop to the other side, and she was videoing. There was about 4 other people on the sidewalk videoing. And they pinpointed Mike out and arrested him. And when I confronted the officer and said, you just violated his rights, he was doing nothing wrong, the cop looked at me and said, no, I did not. Proceeded to argue with Mike, threw the handcuffs on him in the...
Okay, so I want to put it here, folks, that this cop needs to lose his qualified immunity. He was told there of the clearly established laws. People told him what he was doing was unconstitutional. And the fact that he argued with people rather than calling a person who has legal knowledge, because again, folks, they do not teach these police the law. They should be required to call the prosecuting attorney's office right then and there and see if they want to press charges. But no, they're going to trust the cops and just go steamroll right through him and do all this BS.
Front, never searched him. Put him in the back of the squad car and took him away.
So if he was such an officer safety concern, then why are you not even searching him with his handcuffs in front?
Exactly. I had another officer come down and talk to me about it, and I told him, I said, your officer actually violated his protocol. And the officer looked at me and said, how do you figure? I said, well, one, even though he knew Mike, there was no reason why he shouldn't have handcuffed him from behind. 2, he never searched Mike.
This wasn't about officer safety. This was about we don't
retaliation.
Like Mike. If
Exactly.
What peace was kept in that moment? No peace was kept. No safety was upheld. You know, that was just escalated into arrest for no reason.
And the downfall to the whole
exactly, Mary Jennings.
The officer was already done with the citation issue. I mean, he was done. He was literally talking to the gentleman's wife that was in the minivan next to him.
He targeted him.
This guy was free to go. I mean, the lady's husband was free to go.
Traffic stop was over.
Traffic stop was over.
Oh, this cop is going to really have a hard time in federal.
I was still videoing. He walks up and proceeded to argue with Mike, and Mike said, "Arrest me, take me to jail." That officer could not get his handcuffs out fast enough to put him on there.
I can't wait for the
I have
depositions.
nothing against police.
Me too.
You know, I've
What a
got some
duty
friends
bird.
that are officers, but they go by the rules. Unlike the bad cops, that the rules don't apply. This is how it's going to be. This is what I'm saying. You're going to do it. That's it.
And that's a really good impression of Ben.
Yeah,
the police chief. You just did a good impression of him.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly how that went.
The cameras help them just as much as they do us.
Yeah.
They help everybody.
They're more help for them.
But
if they're
they're
doing stuff
more
right.
concerned about, well, they know they don't do stuff right. The last thing they want is to give me or you access to video footage of all their stops every day, because I would just run town with it. I could make a whole channel just on what they do if I could have access to their video.
Shit.
All right, I'm gonna buy some stuff from you now.
His front bumper was approximately right here.
So yeah, the truck was right about
Four-wheel
there.
drive truck was parked about right here.
The squad car was right behind it,
Behind
so
him.
right next to this pole, pretty much.
way back here.
And then so you were standing
This spot
almost 2 spots,
this spot was completely empty.
and then you were like right here.
There's a car parked here, and I'm behind her back bumper. If her back bumper was right here, I'm behind her back bumper, filming over her car.
The person whose car you're standing behind is actually the wife. We
The wife
we
was the guy
think.
that got pulled
So
over.
she pulled in too.
Yes.
And so she's just as far away, just in her car. These spots are, I think, 10 foot, right? They're either 9 or 10. And then you're almost 2 spots away. And you were standing in the middle of this one. So you're at least 10, 15 feet away, at least.
His door is back there.
And
halfway in
then,
the parking lot.
and you're actually much further away from the squad car.
25,
Yeah.
30 foot away
Because
from
they're all parked right up here.
It's about as far as I was when Dirtbag Sotelo arrested me. 16 to 20 feet.
Yeah,
When will
my
police
ADD has lost the numbers already, so I'd have to go back and take a look at my notes. But again, we had a tape measure and we maxed it out twice, folks. Again, you know, it was a 16-foot tape measure. I think we maxed it out twice. That's how stupid that was.
Hey, let's get some bells and some applause for Joko Cop Watch. Hey, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome in.
You actually, if you count that, he's a good 20 feet away, no problem. Were you interfering? No. You were standing 20 feet away. Were you saying anything?
He hollered at me, and I said, "I have nothing to say to you." Leave me
Before,
alone.
without him saying anything to you, when you came over here, did you say anything?
I didn't say nothing to him whatsoever.
And by the way, you are allowed to say stuff.
Yeah.
You have
I
a
was
freedom
just-
of
I
speech,
just tried
but
to
you
stay
did.
out of his way.
You're taken to jail. You're booked. You're released. Right? You already pled not guilty.
You have already pled not guilty.
When's your trial?
January 6th.
January 6th. And then you were arrested again. So then you went to, and is your
Arrested
trial for the
again?
second arrest on the same day?
Yes.
So you were arrested again because you've been trying to talk to the mayor about this and other things.
I've asked
for
a
how
meet-
long?
I've asked for a meeting with the mayor for the last 3 months, and he has
Okay.
no reply, nothing. Just I'm not giving you a meeting.
And then so you go
Whoa.
to the city hall. You notice he's in his office with the door
No,
open.
he's not even there. I'm standing at City Hall doing business with the girls behind the counter, and he walks in behind me. I said, "Hey, I got something I need to talk to you about." No reply, no nothing. He walks into his office. The door's open. The door's always open.
Okay, so you went in there after him.
Yeah, so I walked into his office to talk to him. He immediately started hollering at me. I never said nothing to him. He immediately started hollering at me. "Get the cops! Get out of my office! Get the cops! Call the cops!" You know, they come in there and they're threatening me with disorderly conduct. I said, "I ain't done nothing." I've walked in here. I ain't done nothing. What do you mean disorderly? This ain't disorderly.
Just trying to talk to the mayor.
Yeah, just trying to talk to the mayor.
What idiot?
Well, we're going to have a mayor losing his job. He needs to be unelected.
Yeah, start making some calls to him.
Green grass. See if they can get some donations for some ryegrass. And probably,
You know, I've been doing that lately, calling into police stations and, you know, filing complaints over the phone. I'm gonna start recording it and let you guys hear how it goes down. I've been calling all types of police departments because some shit they do is just crackish, you know, like stupid.
Yep.
End of this month, first next month, I'll go out there and I'll see. That way, when they start in February, they'll have green grass to play on. It won't be dead or mute.
Yeah.
Because that's why I haven't fertilized any out there, because there's a bunch of weed grass and stuff. And I haven't got any MSMA, which kills all that. And the rest of it cuts me out. So I haven't done that. Number one, because I haven't been took care of because of lots of out there.
Uh-oh. Da-da-da-da. Was that from you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Could have done Mortal Kombat. Round 1, fight.
I did not invite you to my office. It ain't your office. I'm not going to argue with you. You're being You're right. I'm asking people. It's the same difference. Yes.
You know how on the size of the dugouts there's grass.
Yeah.
Well, there's
You're sitting in
so
the
much
law.
erosion that's
Okay. I'll take a loss.
about 3 or 4
attorneys, okay?
inch dip. You talk about just taking that out and on the grass, getting it
What
out.
have I done disorderly?
That way we can level it out, make a more level infield.
Okay. You're being placed under arrest. I want him to leave.
Idiots.
Connor? They're arresting me.
Oh, I can't wait to see the lawsuit on this.
No,
It's going to be in the millions. This town's going to go
no
bankrupt.
evidence in the hand.
Idiots.
Time, place, or manner. They're arresting me. You got anything charged with sticking there, Toby? Probably. That worked. I don't know what all is in my pocket. This is not
At that point, I don't answer
This is a
questions.
public office, which I'm allowed to come to the public office at any time that somebody's in the office. He did not have the door shut. He did not have the door locked. There's no signs on the door. These 3 people have set themselves up for a lawsuit. I clearly asked. I don't care what you ask. All right, let's go. I didn't ask you for $1 million, and that don't mean you have to give it to me.
Again, even the mayor doesn't have the authority to ask for a trespass when there's time, place, and manner.
They took me over there, handcuffed me, searched me, stripped me down, put me in
I think
orange and white stripes.
Yeah, I think he did ask you to leave his office.
The mayor asked me to leave his office.
Yeah, and he is and technically, if he asks you to leave, you're supposed to leave. But the lobby's different, hallways are different. But that being said, I'm on your side. All you wanted to do was have a conversation with him, man.
I didn't even take my camera.
You didn't even really have a chance to even say anything.
I didn't get to say nothing at all.
And that's all you wanted.
He should have took his camera.
His first reaction is have him arrested.
Yes.
And that sucks, dude. This is Boonville. And you got the police chief and the mayor acting like this. And it isn't like you're some freaking hooligan out here causing problems and all this. You're a business owner. How long have you been here?
All my life.
Your whole life. I mean, you've never been in trouble up until this last few years
until I got tased. Now all of a sudden I'm a target.
And that's a whole, and I'm going to link that whole video. There's actually 2 or 3 videos about this. I'll link that as well. But so that's what started this whole thing.
Links to the original video are in the description, folks.
Because the chief backs that type of behavior up, and he thinks it's fine, and he thinks all of this is fine, and that's ridiculous.
And not only that, I'm running for mayor next year, and I've told everybody, and that is double down on Mike.
Yeah, they don't like you, man, and it's
not right,
and they don't like you.
I hope this guy becomes mayor, because the first thing that he would do is ask for the chief's resignation, ask for that every officer who's been a tyrant's resignation, and get them all fired. And the police union be darned.
For what? For wanting dash cams? For not wanting to be tased when you ask them for help? For recording a traffic stop because they refuse to record their own? What are you doing that's pissing them off so bad? How dare you?
I've been arrested for speaking too loud, sitting on a public bench, filming somebody in this parking lot and walking in the mayor's office 4 different times in less than 4 years. Both my granddads went and fought for me. The guys named after went and fought for me. I didn't go to overseas. I didn't go and fight. But I'll stand up and fight here. It's the last penny I've got and the last breath I can take. They're not doing me wrong. I'll go to jail another 15 times. I don't care.
He will too.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But I ain't, if I feel like it's right to do, I want to do it. If I feel like they're doing something wrong, I'm going to bring it to their attention.
And do you have an attorney?
Nope. My last court case, I was appointed in circuit court a attorney by the county, but this time I asked for it again, and the judge says, no, we're not giving you another one. What it says is how much money do you have available.
Yeah.
Well, since I've spent so much on lawyers and everything for so long.
I think they can use like collateral and stuff. They can say, well, if you have a tractor and 2 properties, you got money for an attorney.
Do I want to spend another $5,000 to $7,000 to fight them again?
If you would like to donate to Mike's legal fees, I will leave a link to his Venmo below. And as always, I will make sure to update you on this one when the time comes. So please hit that like button and subscribe.
If you guys
Thank
got
you,
it,
Random.
that brother, slide over there and support him.
Again, links to the original content creator, the regional auditor down below. So all his links will be in his description. Go on over and leave a comment in the description saying that the Sacramento Community Watch Team said hello. And Xander the Educator, hello. We see you there.
The applause and the whistle and the horn.
Let me get it here. Hey, Xander, if you want to join in, just let us know, and we'll send you a link to join in. So,
yeah, Xander,
anyways.
you ain't gonna never get on with us, huh? We're gonna have to go over there and jump him. We're gonna have to go jump him.
Yeah, we're even streaming on his channel, folks. So it tells you we're helping him out, folks. So okay, so the next one that we got going on is Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie. This was an update to horrific Goon Squad crimes exposed as new victim comes forward.
Now, did you hear about this story?
I think we covered it, didn't we, at one point?
I think so, but these were the officers that used their batons on them as like sex toys. One of them got shot in the mouth. They made them shower together, threw eggs at him in the shower. Just disgusting, and they are revealing all the officers who were involved in that obviously heinous act on behalf of that police department and that Goon Squad. Terrible.
Yeah, and folks, I'm always a big I don't like it whenever the cops come in with these weird names like Scorpion or even the word SWAT. I mean, in my opinion, is you give them a special title, it goes right to their head. So them calling them Goon Squad, I mean, yeah, it's going to be bad. I mean, just take a look at Tony the Tyrant. We named him Tony the Tyrant. He's ran with it, folks.
From his Goon Squad out of Mississippi. We have another victim, according to a new lawsuit. We have some background. Here it is. Michael C. Jenkins was in the hospital after he was shot in the mouth. By one of the deputies. Jenkins was left for dead. Essentially, his deputies rendered no aid to help him whatsoever. I remember the picture of Mr. Eddie Parker, Terrell's injuries.
Hey, Chief, I'll be back.
Crime scene of January 24th. 2023. Again, 6 officers entered the residence of Jenkins and Parker without a warrant, alleging they were there to carry out a late drug raid that resulted in both black men being beaten, sexually assaulted, waterboarded, assailed with racial slurs and shot with tasers, roughly 90 minutes or more, all while handcuffed. Accusations of them dating white women were hurled. Items found at the crime scene, a sexual device on the left, eggs on the right. After officers attempted to sexually assault the men with the sexual device, both men were forced to shower together. Eggs were also hurled at the 2 men. When we saw the photo of you in the hospital, when my team and I received information about what happened prior and that the officer shot you in the mouth, what was it like after the aftermath of this, the hospital stay, the conversations that needed to happen around why were you placed in this situation?
It was difficult. The hardest part is when they get my mama. You know what I'm saying? They left me for dead, and then turned around, wouldn't let my parents see me, and then go out in my room 24 hours, and just waking up, seeing them handcuffed to the bed, feet, arms. Man, it was terrible. I mean, it was terrible. I don't know. It's so bad.
I would imagine that even after you're in the hospital, Michael, that you are likely thinking these individuals are going to try to do something else to you. Did that sentiment ever go through your mind?
Yes, sir.
Of course. They're the police.
Very sad saga, but these men experienced significant corruption, violence, could have died. You have more victims
You are so absolutely
who are now
correct.
coming forward. Here we go. Earlier this year, we came to you with news that the final chapter.
Oh, I'm so glad to see that right there, folks. Bad cops, bad apples being arrested, being brought to court, being stripped of their badge, being stripped of their clown uniform.
Look at the second one right there at the top.
Yeah.
You got you got Goldberg on the left, top left. You got Dexter the laboratory. One with the glasses. You know who that is, right? The character.
Yeah. Sevenfold 7777 says it's getting harder and harder to believe it's just a few bad Apple cops. So you're right though, but the problem is that once you have one bad apple, and you might have 5 other good apples, but if the 5 good apples do nothing about the one bad apple, guess how many bad apples you have? You have a total of 6 bad apples, folks. You know, it's that blue line mentality.
This squad, this is a goon squad.
This is the goon squad. Xander says there's something wrong with the dude on the left. He's not telling the truth.
The top left, right?
Yeah, the top left, I'm guessing.
He's like holding his lip in.
I accidentally moved it too far back. I meant to hit play.
Outrage from residents who said the payout doesn't come close to delivering justice for the 2 black men.
It never is.
By deputies and another cop. It was 2 jurisdictions involved illegally. The settlement finalized 2 years after the brutal January 24th, 2023 attack on Mr. Michael Jenkins and Mr. Eddie Parker concludes a $400 million legal action against Rankin County and the sheriff, Brian Bailey. Now, a new victim.
When I tell you that's going to bring so much attention to their police department, they're going to open up all sorts of investigations. They're doomed. They're done for.
They're gonna have the feds in their back pocket for at least 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watching every little thing, going over every body cam footage of past, present, and future.
And doesn't it look like every single one of them will own one of those big old utility white vans picking up kids sitting out in front of a elementary school?
Oh, the ones we were warned about in the 80s. That said free candy on the side.
I got cookies.
Of the Mississippi Goon Squad emerges in a recently filed lawsuit, and we have the details. So a white Mississippi deputy now serving 40 years in prison for physically abusing and sexually assaulting citizens, including 2 black men while part of a corrupt Goon Squad gang of white cops, is now being sued for pulling out his private parts and rubbing it on the face and bare buttocks of another man he was arresting.
Wow.
The federal lawsuit states former Rankin County Sheriff's Deputy Christian Deadman also poured out his
respect my authority. If you ever seen Cartman growing up, this guy is it. Oh my gosh. King of Hill. Ain't that King of Queens? The dude from that show? Yeah, I never liked that show. In the
package delivery guy.
Yeah.
His gun and fired a round into the ground near the man's head as the man was being held down on the ground by other deputies. There's more.
Hey, but who says you can't trust police officers, right? Just take their lawful order, unlawful order, and roll with it, right? Bullshit.
Edmond then followed the shooting by taking another deputy's taser and tasering the man in the back 3 times. Alan Jackson Smith, who is white, had been pulled over for an expired registration. According to the lawsuit filed on his behalf by attorney Trent Walker, accusing Deputy Dedman and several other deputies of violating his 4th and 14th Amendment rights.
Of course.
There's more. Aside from Dedman, 3 other former deputies listed as defendants in the lawsuit: Brett McAlpin, Hunter Elward, and Daniel Updike, are also serving lengthy prison sentences for their roles in abusing 2 black men, Mr. Jenkins and Mr. Parker, January 2023, as well as for abusing Mr. Schmidt, December 2022. The former Rankin County deputies, Jeffrey Middleton and Joshua Hatfield, who are also serving prison sentences for their roles in abusing the black men, are not listed in Smith's lawsuit, but they may be one of the 7 John Does listed as defendants. I'm going to give you some background to this, and there are extreme and difficult details. But the victim, and by proxy, all of the victims, deserve a voice. When we said back during our first reporting of this, this is likely the most corrupt police force, police agency in the United States. Corrupt, extreme, negligent, extreme violent, not solving crime. There are other police departments per capita that are much larger and per capita. They have a different kind of effect on the community. I'm talking about in this county. I would be surprised if anybody wasn't. There's more. Traffic stop. Mr. Smith was pulled over on December 4th. This was 2022. For allegedly driving with an expired registration, but was then accused of possessing stolen property. The deputies pulled him out of his car and decided to torture him.
Oh, shit.
Wait a second. How do we get from an allegedly expired registration to then possessing stolen property? I mean, where is the reach on that one, folks? I mean,
it definitely sounds.
I could understand maybe illegal drugs. I could maybe understand weapons. You know, having him get out of the car for officer safety because there's a weapon involved in the car.
Yeah.
But how do you get to stolen property on a routine police traffic stop? It makes absolutely no sense. That's just sus right there, right from the start there.
Sexually assault him. Do you see a theme?
Old Wakanobi, welcome in.
Trying to get false information or a false confession out of him. Quote, defendant Dedman instructed defendant Elward to force the plaintiff to see his knees. The claim state, quote, at that time, Dedman pulled out his private parts and attempted to rub his private parts in the face of the plaintiff. The filing continued, quote, later, defendant Dedman threatened to have the plaintiff killed in the jail if the plaintiff reported what had happened. Smith was taken to jail but never formally charged with a crime. Quote,
wow.
I thought this was it, Smith told the New York Times last year. I'm never going to see my family again, end quote. According to the New York Times article originally covering the goon squad, deputies held people down while punching and kicking them or shocked them repeatedly with tasers. This was common. They shoved gun barrels into people's mouths. 3 people said deputies had...
Folks, think about this. These should all be terminable offenses. They should lose their jobs over this. Just the inkling of any of this happening. Not to mention that there needs to be a full-blown investigation on it for criminal behavior and people arresting. Again, and this is where I keep saying that thin blue, that thin blue line that they keep touting is actually as wide as a canyon, folks. They would much rather keep the bad apple safe just so that way they don't make their department look bad.
It says deputies held people down while punching and kicking them or shocked them repeatedly with tasers. They shoved gun barrels into people's mouths. They would only do that if the person was handcuffed. These people are cowards. They're cowards. You're punching people while they're handcuffed and doing all this weird stuff, pulling out your private parts and stuff. Like, this is really some.
And the guy is presumed innocent still at this point, but this is something that all these people need to be in the jail, not this guy.
Waterboarded them until they thought they would suffocate. 5 said deputies had told them to.
And do we all know what waterboarding is?
I know what it is.
That's when you place a towel over your face and you pour water over it. Chokes you.
Well, while they're laying on their back.
Yeah, it makes it seem like you're drowning in a sense.
It's supposed to simulate drowning, and if you're not careful, you could drown from it.
Mm-hmm. They do it like overseas and stuff to POWs, I guess. It
was
from them.
Really, it was a thing that they were doing after 9/11. It was not a good thing.
To move out of the county. Many of the target teetered on the edge of homelessness and were caught with a few grams of meth or with only drug paraphernalia, no drugs, maybe a glass pipe or a used syringe. Several people sat in jail for days or weeks only to have their charges completely dropped, dismissed. Investigative reporters interviewed more than 50 people who said they witnessed or experienced torture by at least 20 Rankin County sheriff's deputies. Did you hear that? 20
all
Rankin
fired.
County sheriff deputies.
Let's get them fired.
Now, when we first reported on this, the sheriff himself said he knew nothing about this gang. This goon squad had no idea this was happening in his county. Now, some people believed him then because it was just a handful of individuals, and it seemed to be one crew. I did not believe him for a moment. Now, we have information. It's not just the goon squad. It's everybody. You have at least 20 who are engaged, according to the reports based on interviews, in this kind of activity. The ones who may not be engaged in the activity, well, they are your protector class. They are protecting the activity of corruption because it's no way in the hell any police department can be worthy investigators, worthy detectives, and have no idea that the biggest gang are the ones who wear their uniform. And if you give a damn about your status as a cop, if you care about your pedigree as a police officer, if you actually would like good police to get credit, you have to be a good cop who outs the bad one. Because until that becomes the culture,
exactly,
until good policing becomes the culture, what you have is a corrupt culture that is allowed to permeate because the alleged good cop sit back and do not a damn thing. All right, Jamie, thoughts here?
Well, this is the first I've heard of this story, and as you were presenting it, you referred to these 6 as rogue cops, and so I wrote down this behavior is way, way, way too brazen, too too disgusting, too horrific, and involving the 6 of them to be just the 6 of them. And then when you later on would say there are 20 involved, I'm like, this is the department's problem. So this kind of behavior, Mississippi, what the hell's going on in Mississippi? It's like they're stuck in the 19th century. This is akin to something that you would hear about slave catchers, a story that you would hear about that rounding up runaway slaves. Not this should not be
2025,
taking
folks.
place
Come on.
in 2020 America, and even 2020 Mississippi. The 20 sheriff's deputies engaging in corruption, engaging in sexual harassment, sexual assault. The county I live in is about the same population size as Reagan County, Mississippi, and we have about 100 deputies working for our sheriff's office. So 20 is a gigantic percentage of what I'm assuming their sheriff's office would be. If we had a different administration, I would say the FBI needs to get involved and investigate top to bottom, solicitor general. I don't know what Mississippi state law, I'm assuming that they have attorney general that investigates stuff like this, but stories like this that keep coming out one right after the other and I'm a black man in America, so I already had very little faith in the institution, but I had just a semblance of it. If I had anything left, it's completely eroded by stuff like this. And I'm glad that at least we see justice in the case of these gentlemen who received a payout, and justice in the fact that these 6 from the goon squad were incarcerated and received lengthy sentences. But this is not isolated to them. And this story isn't the first time they engaged in this awful behavior. They've been doing it. They've probably been doing it since they joined the force. And the force has been doing it probably since the days of slavery. And I don't know what to say to people when they say, well, is there any hope for the future when we have cases like this go on time and time and time and time again? But
well, here's the hope. And I hope this is that good people become police officers and remain good. That policy becomes exacting so that the public can benefit from good policing. If you have a policy that says you must wear your body camera and it must be on, that policy means nothing if there's no enforcement when a cop decides to turn it off and engage in criminal activity. That officer needs to be disciplined and potentially arrested for tampering with evidence, just like you would be if you decided to dismantle a camera that may or may not catch or capture no criminal activity. It needs to work both ways. And when it comes to police departments like this, the federal government has to get involved, but we have a federal government that would not get involved because of the current president of the United States. Go ahead, brother.
Equally corrupt. Federal government is equally corrupt. Now, ICE, the allegations of what ICE is doing is about the level of what these gentlemen were doing here. But I was thinking that it's reasons why, like this, why we saw the Mississippi legislature went from a Republican supermajority. Now the Democrats have control. So hopefully there's some hope coming in that regard. But it's already illegal to do the things that these policemen were doing. So I don't know. It's not like they can make more laws because if they're comfortable breaking things as basic as don't sexually assault, don't pull your penis out in a traffic stop or whatever. But whatever, you
got to have enforcement, and enforcement.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's courageous. And if you don't have that, you have nothing. I will bring updates. Obviously, there are more updates to bring. Okay.
Thank you very much. Shout out to him. Go check out his channel. He's with the Young Turks TYT folks. So we shout out to them. We love them over there. Again, links to all the original content creators and auditors are down in the description below. Let them know that we sent them your way. Also, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to all of our channels over at the Sacramento Community Watch Network. My channel over at Reno News Now is only about 6 to 8 people away, I think. I have to check that again real quick.
Let's get him subscribers, y'all.
Yeah, let's get me to 500, guys. We're about 6 people away from 500. So,
like, share, subscribe, people.
Yep, like, share, and subscribe. So, the last video of the night, but yeah, that goon squad, man. Oof. I hope more comes out of it, and I hope more of them find their way in front of a judge on the plaintiff side, not on the state side. So
they all deserve 20 years apiece.
I mean, on the defendant side, I'm sorry, not the plaintiff. Yeah, on the defendant side. Okay, so the last video of the evening, folks, we're going to go back to Bay Area Transparency. He's out in Idaho. It says here, even Idaho State Bar doesn't seem to respect their constitutional rights. And he was doing this out of Boise, Idaho, folks. Let's go ahead and jump into that.
Because of my First Amendment right, I'm not authorized to
First
be in a
Amendment
public.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
First Amendment right to film, to invade our privacy and film our cars.
Invade your privacy? Dude,
why are you doing that anyway?
Look,
why are you doing that?
Do you realize...
Are you making an expose?
Are you going to let me talk? You're just going to ask questions and not let me talk, or are you going to let me speak?
Well, that's what you're doing to me.
I'm asking you to please leave.
I understand, but what's the issue with the camera?
I'm asking you to please leave, and if you don't, we'll ask law enforcement to come remove you.
But I'm just saying, what is the issue? What's going on, Bay Fam? It's your boy, Bay Area Transparency. We're back at it once again. For this video, we're in the city of Boise, Idaho, as you probably guessed by now. We went ahead and went to the Idaho State Bar office, where we were treated absolutely horrible. I was told that I, out of all people, was not authorized to be in their parking lot, which was just crazy. Then right after, we went ahead and went to the Idaho Correctional Industries office, which is the office that runs all their correctional institutions. And again, we were told we couldn't be there. Everybody else can, but BAT can't. It was ridiculous. I know you're not gonna like this one. Remember, these videos are always unscripted and posted in chronological order. Don't let the employees say it didn't happen like that. That video is heavily edited, because that's not true. We always keep the full unedited version in case we have to prove they're lying. Follow us on Facebook, Bay Area.
And folks, my original unedited videos are usually over on the ADHD Auditor channel, so go check them out.
Transparency Official. Follow us on Instagram at Bay Area Transparency. Subscribe, like, and share. Baby is BAT, and I'm out. All right. So hopefully we find good employees doing a good job that know and respect our rights right here at the Idaho State Bar Association. And that's really all we want to see. Oh, State Bar and Idaho Law Foundation. Oh, look, they have a little thing right here. Interesting. Oh, you can't hop in apparently. Let's see if we can get some information. Info on State Bar. To apply for Idaho Voucher Lawyers Program. Huh, interesting. Referral to an attorney.
It's a damn shame you gotta push a button in a doorbell to get in.
To a public office.
Stupid.
Sir, how can I help you?
Hi, yeah, I'm here to get some information on filing a complaint on a lawyer and some other just public info.
Did you have an appointment?
No, I do not have an appointment.
Okay, and
You need an appointment to come visit your public office to file a complaint? Oh my God, are you kidding me?
unfortunately I can't let you in without an appointment, but you can go ahead and call that number on that paper, and then I can get you transferred over to Jessica if you were looking for help with that.
Call the number. Okay. Well, I need to file a public records request, and I don't really need an appointment for that at all. So if you guys could have somebody come out and give me that info, that'd be great.
And there's also a way to do it on our website.
For sure. But per the law, we can do it in person, and so that's what I'm here to do. I wouldn't go to a website if I'm already here. You know what I mean?
Her brain can't put it together, folks.
That seems a bit ignorant to me. They said, yeah, and you can do it on the website. Well, but I'm here to do it in person. If I wanted to do it on the website, I would have went to the website.
Exactly.
So it doesn't make any sense. But typical, attitudes and trash employees, as we see. So, somebody talk to me? Somebody say something? No.
Ring the bell again.
Yeah, typical, like we said, typical trash employees, right? Like, it literally told me, okay, yeah, you could do that on the website, and hung up the thing. Like, that's crazy. I said, hey, I'm here to exercise a right that we have. and that is, filing a records request, partly, as well as like complaints and getting that other information. And like, oh well, I'm not gonna let you in unless you have an appointment. Call and make an appointment. I don't have to call for an appointment for a records request. It don't say that nowhere in the law. You know what I mean? And then she says, oh yeah, well you could just do that online. Okay, I could, but I don't want to. I'm here to do it in person. And these clowns are being clowns, right?
Now she's calling, there's a guy with a camera out front wanting public record.
And it's unfortunate.
He doesn't have an appointment.
It's unfortunate. It's unneeded and unfortunate.
We don't want to do our job.
Okay. What is she doing now? Calling
Going up on a Monday, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Ooh.
Yep.
Shout out to the popo, the copies that's in the chat.
Okay.
You know y'all watching.
Private parking for State Bar, Idaho staff and visitors. Oh, cool, visitors. I am here to take our pictures since they didn't want to help me, right? And they want to leave me out here because most likely they called the police and they're running around in the office and probably going in offices and locking doors and doing dumb shit like that. They tell you shit like, well, yeah, get an appointment. I'm not going to let you in. And I'm like, well, I don't need an appointment for a records request and how to file a complaint. Why would I need to call and get an appointment and go through all that to show up here and figure out how to file a complaint? And that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen, with the locking of certain sections.
You guys like sharing some fun.
What's it look like?
I'm asking you a question. What are you doing?
And I gave you an answer. What's it look like?
It looks like you're filming our cars. You're on private property.
This is private property.
It is.
Wrong.
Who owns it?
The Idaho State Bar.
Oh, okay.
Idaho Law Foundation.
Gotcha. Who owns the Idaho State Bar?
I need to talk to the manager.
I need to talk to the manager.
Did you see how his eyes darted around? Like, who owns the State Bar? His eyes, what? Like the modem was trying to connect there. Like, what?
There's nobody that owns the Idaho State Bar. It is the Idaho State Bar.
Oh, it's not a public entity?
No.
A government entity?
Well,
by the state?
No, not necessarily, no.
Yeah, it is.
Not necessarily.
No, it's not, actually.
Is it or is it not?
We're governed by the Idaho Supreme Court.
Yeah, I know. It's
Which is owned by the state.
The judicial branch, I understand.
Yeah.
But
Right.
it's public, right? So it's
This is
definitely
private property.
He's a lawyer and he doesn't even understand basic public, private, and government entity owned. And he's supposed to be running the bar. One of the few people who are supposed to be running this bar. Oh my goodness. This is so stupid.
How much money do you think this bozo makes?
250,000 maybe.
6 figures easy. And he's
definitely 6 figures starting with a 2.
Yeah,
if he's got a law degree.
He should have got
He's not some janitor.
T-shirt because that's what he got on. Like he basically threw on anything to come on into work, make his big paycheck, doing nothing, don't even know the law and understand the differences between public and private property. Stupid. He's got his glasses on.
He's being owned by somebody who has not gone to law school, who has not passed the bar, and seems to know more about the law than he does. Which is sad, folks. It really is.
Private. Where does it say that?
That sign right there?
Yeah, what's it say?
It says private parking.
For who?
For the Idaho State Bar.
And who else?
Yeah, go read your sign.
Together.
And the Idaho Law Foundation's visitors and staff only.
Gotcha, visitors. There you go.
Yeah, but you're not authorized to be here.
I'm not. Why am I?
I don't
Hold on,
consider
out
you
of
a visitor.
all
You
the-
need to leave.
Out of all
I
the
don't
people
consider you
that
a
come here,
visitor.
why am I not authorized to be here?
Well,
Can I
because
ask
you're
you that?
filming our cars.
So because of my First Amendment right, I'm not authorized to
First
be in a
Amendment
public.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
First Amendment right to film, to invade our privacy and film our cars.
Invade your privacy?
Film our cars?
Sir, are you trained in the
Why
law at all?
are you filming
Are you
our
trained
cars?
in the law at all?
Can
What's
you
your
answer
name,
my
by the way?
question, please?
What's your name, by the way?
Can you answer my question?
Yeah, answer mine. What's your name?
What's your name?
What's your name, sir? Do you work for the public? Yeah, probably. What's your name?
Move along, people. There's nothing to see here.
It's public record.
Well,
it's professional.
you know what? Dude,
I can go on and
we're
on
gonna
and
call
on.
the police.
Oh no! Don't do that. Yep. What a fucking, this guy's something else, bro.
We'll call the police.
No shit, Sherlock.
Is that what you think?
Yes.
Well, you could just be professional and understand that I'm.
It looked like he got a big old pamper on. Dude right there walking back in the building.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
Not
very professional.
Sir,
I asked you what
how
you're
am I
doing here,
violating your
and I asked you to
privacy?
leave.
Right? How am I violating your privacy? And again, why
You don't have the
feel you
authority to
have the
ask him to
authority
leave.
to tell me to leave a parking lot that's open for visitors for the public, right? Why do you feel you have that authority? I don't understand.
Why
that.
do you
So
feel that you
that's why
have the
I'm
authority
asking
to
these
film our
questions.
cars?
Why do
It's the First Amendment.
Why are you doing
realize-
that anyway?
Look,
Why are
listen,
you doing that?
Do you realize?
Are you
when-
making an
Are you gonna let me
expose?
talk? You're just gonna ask questions and not let me talk, or are you gonna let me speak?
Well, that's what you're doing to me. You're talking over me, right? Okay.
I'm trying to answer your question.
I asked
but
you a question which you never answered.
What question is that?
What are you doing?
What do you
filming
think?
our cars?
Filming. I'm filming.
What are you doing that?
Why am I filming the vehicles?
What? Yeah.
Okay, I have my personal reasons for doing that I don't divulge. It's really, pointless.
Oh, so you go
how does
around?
it help
You just go around everywhere
How does
filming
it help
cars?
you? But in 2025, where can you go today in this day and age, driving your car where you're not on 100 cameras the minute you leave your house, right?
He's got a point.
So I'm here for business. You guys denied me business like dummies. And so I have ADHD, so I walked around to film.
What business do you have with the Idaho State Park?
I have information to get. I've already said it to the speaker.
And they offered you what?
Nothing.
They didn't offer you anything?
No, they said, we're going to see if somebody comes down. I said, okay. I have ADHD. I went off to continue taking pictures of stuff that I take pictures of. So I don't
Another
understand the issue.
ADHD
And why do you
auditor.
feel it's an
Welcome
invasion
aboard.
Of your privacy?
What
privacy do you have in public?
Why wouldn't it be?
Well, how is it? I don't understand.
Yeah.
What privacy do you have in public?
What purpose would you have for doing it?
My own purposes, right?
Well, then okay.
Let
Then
me
I
ask
have
you,
my own.
what
Then
purpose,
I have my own.
What purpose do you have for wearing black shoes, blue jeans, and a brownish shirt today?
Yeah, it
You
really,
wouldn't explain that
really
to me, is that
upsets,
correct?
It really upsets me that you support my team.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Go Giants.
Yeah, they're a great team, but
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, like, you wouldn't explain that to me at that point, right? So why would I explain this to you as something personal? You see what I'm saying?
Well, so okay.
Do you
so
understand
I can say the same thing. I answer you because I don't need to.
Well, you do. You're
I
a
do
public
not.
servant.
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not.
You guys work for the public.
Well, sir,
No, we don't.
So, sir, are you interested in making a public records request and filing a grievance against an attorney?
I needed information on how to file the grievance against an attorney.
Okay.
And they provided that at the front desk when
no-
they told you to log on to the website and you can do it like this. Or they gave you a phone
and
number.
what
You guys, again, pushing people to the website is somebody being so lazy they don't want to do their job.
Don't want to do a damn thing.
Check out our last live stream where hail the glorious website, the answer to all of our problems. We don't need the lawyers. Let's just throw up a website. We don't need them. We'll have Gemini argue their weak excuses for why they can't be filming in public.
What else can we do?
And give you a phone number.
And what else can we do?
Well, we
can come here in person, right, and ask questions. Is that correct? Or is this just not a public entity that is part of the judicial branches? Am I assuming? Why do we have a locked door and you guys
Are you
figure
gonna let
out
her
who
answer?
you want in? Well, I have several questions. Are you going to be quiet and let me spit them out? Why do we have a locked door and not leave it open so...
Oh, wrong button. I have a different button for this.
Oh, that's gonna hurt!
Do you know if you connect your upper lip with the bottom lip, you'll shut the fuck up? Shutting the fuck up is a life hack that can save you lots of trouble. Back to you, Susan.
people can access the public lobby and ask these questions instead of get told no, they can't access the public lobby? Why do we have that?
Well, we have an intercom, so yeah,
and I got told go do it on the internet. And when I said, well, actually, per the law, I can do it here in person, and that's what I'm here to do.
She said we got an intercom.
So hold on.
I already went through.
Did you see that guy? Did you see the guy's react? Let me back it up just a few seconds here. Did you see the guy on the left? His reaction. He's like, you think he's got a point there. But all hail the glorious website. All hail the glorious intercom. So we don't have to do our actual jobs. The ones that we were by law contractually obligated to do.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. See, COVID wound up, totally giving these guys more breath than they should have gotten in the first place.
The law, I can do it here in person, and that's what I'm here to do. Why would I go on the internet if I already went through the trouble to come down here?
Yeah, we do have information
so that's not
about
okay.
filing a grievance against an attorney on our website.
And you should have it in person.
That we're handing out to back in the office later this afternoon if you wanted to talk about that process and ask questions.
Well, that's the whole point of, not to interrupt you, that's the whole point of people coming here to get the information, right? Because sometimes the internet doesn't answer the questions that we have.
Yeah.
We might see this is how you can do it, but we might have certain questions of like, how can I find this? How can I find that? That's the whole point of customer service. And when I say, well, I'm here to file a public records request, and I get told, go do it on the internet, when the law says I have a right to do it in person here, that's not okay.
What law
and when I have
sir?
Yeah, you're actually.
What law are you talking about? Okay, so rather than folks, you have more computing power in the palm of your hand than they had going to the moon. It's connected, it's to the internet, and if you can't go, what public records request in person, is that lawful to an AI chatbot and get some sort of result? Then you, oh my gosh, you need to go back to law school. Mary Jennings, 5'10", and her cheap suits, yes. And her partner's a poo-poo head, yes. They're all poo-poo heads who don't know the law, and apparently they're all lawyers here, Again, it's suspected that they're lawyers. Nobody has identified themselves as lawyers yet.
She said her cheap ass suit. Ooh, her suit do look cheap though. DD's or something.
Well, the government lawyers, man, they don't make the big bucks like the ones who try to, get the people out of DUIs and such. So.
The Records Act. When I have somebody who comes out and tells me to get out of a parking lot that I'm only the one who's not authorized to be in a visitor's parking lot, that's not okay.
Well,
right?
You're filming our cars.
Okay, and what? That is the first.
If you don't want your cars to be filmed in public, keep it at home in your garage and take an Uber to work.
And why are you so afraid of your car being recorded?
I mean, come on, folks. This is, the plain view doctrine. Anything in public can be seen in public, can be recorded in public.
First Amendment.
I don't.
So what is your issue with me filming the vehicles?
Well, we're happy to talk with you about the process too, or you can call our office to talk to someone about the process to file.
I'm glad she's staying on
Well,
topic.
I came here in person to do that, right? And to file my public records request. And I basically got told no, right? And then I said, well, I'm here to do it in person. I don't want to go online and do it. I'm not good with the internet. I'm not good with computers. I don't know how to navigate them. I just don't do it, right? So when I got told no, I hopped to the parking lot, started getting shots that I need, started filming whatever I want in there, which is a First Amendment right. Is that correct? We do have a First Amendment right to film in public, right?
We don't give legal advice.
Of course.
I don't need it. It's a
Wait. The bar
like
which
Schumann.
what? Yeah, Miss Schumann. Wait a minute. The bar doesn't give legal advice, but yet it rules over legal matters regarding lawyers. The math's not mathin', folks. I mean, okay, you got a big fancy law degree. You work in a law office for lawyers in the bar, and you don't have anything to do with the law. The lie detector has determined that one was a lie.
I'm
well,
just
you
letting
asked
you know.
the question and I'm trying to respond.
Right.
That's my shit. That's my
Well,
shit.
when I told
I gotta
him,
find
he
that
laughed
button.
about it as if it wasn't a First
Lie
Amendment
detector
right. So
determined?
I don't understand your guys' issues here.
I think our staff was maybe just concerned because you are filming, so they were a little hesitant to provide you some information right away. But yeah, our office, we talk to people all the time about the process to file grievances. We handle public records requests. So
I know. You know how I know that? Because about a week ago, somebody came in and was audio recording and was allowed in and asked all kind of questions and wasn't openly video recording, and they were let in. They also walked around the parking lot and did all kind of stuff, and none of this happened. You know how I know that? Because I have the audio, right? So now when I come with a camera openly recording, it seems that the staff here take it as an opportunity to act even more unprofessional than they did professional. And that's a problem.
I never said anything to you that was unprofessional.
Yes, you did. Get out of our parking lot. You're not authorized to be here. That's unprofessional.
I asked you to leave.
No, you said leave or we're going to call the cops and they'll make you leave.
Right.
That's what you said.
No, what I said was,
Yeah.
okay, you
Backpedal.
Well, Joe,
Anyways.
I said I'll
how do you
call
want to
the
handle
police.
this?
You don't do computer work. We can print out the forms for you. We're not a public building. We are a self-governing state agency, which is a little different than I think what you may assume we
You are twisting over the law left and right there, sir. You are just, you are trying to bend it over backwards and backpedal and twist, and you are in so many knots. You're going to be in so much trouble if you wind up. Ooh.
We are not.
All this a fee to be part of the bar and association. Yes, it is right on your website, right? And so a lot of these people get paid tax dollars and they pay with tax dollars. You see what I'm saying?
We have an appointment.
So you guys are very much open to the public. But anyways, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing.
For more information.
And I will do that. What's weird is I can't do it here, and this is a state government
John,
entity.
I would just go inside.
There you go.
There's nothing that's going to be accomplished from this conversation.
Yeah. I mean, doing your job would have accomplished it. Being professional, at least they were professional, unlike John. Jesus. It's ridiculous, man.
It's a matter of opinion, I guess.
Well, we'll see. It's called the Court of Public Opinion. We'll see how you doing it. Later, babe. Love you. What a clown. What a clown. They're like, come back and we'll deal with you. So these people just came up and closed their blinds. But they're like, come back later at a different time and we'll give you that info. Well, I'm here now. Why would I have to come back at a later time? Do you get what I'm saying? So that's part of the problem.
Lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I got a button for it now.
No, I didn't hear that part.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Awesome.
I got a button for it now.
Problem with these people and how they act and how they don't.
Send me those files. I'm gonna add it to
the
mine.
Fact that, dude, you are a government
Did you get
agency.
Did you get
So
Stream
you're
Deck
part
to
of
work?
the Not
No, I'm
really.
using-
We're part of the court.
using,
I know the
one.
judicial branch of government. You're government.
Oh, we'll talk after then.
Well, but we're not tax funded. Yes, you are. So
Idiots. Now they're recording.
this person came and took a picture of me real quick. And they can't even close the window there.
They need to get their window washer out there to
That's
wash their windows.
hilarious, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, they don't
so
care.
Now I'm on a sidewalk. Look at, they're all running away from the. Let me X out. Sorry, you guys couldn't see that. They're all like running away from the windows and shit, and trying to take pictures of moi, which is fine with me. Take all the pictures you want. I've been on these dudes' body cams for fucking days, right? None of that shit matters to me. There we go, another picture. Look, see that? It's a little dusty, but you can see them moving in there. They just took another picture.
Mary Jennings, he's got a camera of mass destruction.
Anyways, and now they're probably calling the police, right? Need to do my records requester.
Hey, Skunk Ben, welcome in. Hey, give him some hoots of tune and applaud.
They're supposed to be giving me the papers for the records request, but look at right here, ring bell for assistance.
Soft target.
Or call. Maybe we just start calling
Possibly.
the number. I don't know.
Phrasing.
So the very least they could do after all that nonsense they caused is give me my records request papers so I can be on my way, unless they want me to stick around and hang out, which I will gladly do all day. Now I'm sure they get off at 4 or 5. I can be out here chilling 4 or 5.
I know, huh? Follow him to the car. Give him some questions.
I'm sure they would really love that.
Yep, have a few questions for you.
Anyway.
I love walking up to police, you know, casually and respectfully and asking them questions because for some reason they always get irritated. What's up, man? What? What's up, man? What's up? I'm like, hey, fix your attitude because we're about to talk. Thank you.
The records request papers. I'm sure you guys are listening to me on this stupid mic. Let's go. Give me my papers so I can go, unless you want me to hang out, and then I'll hang out all day.
Why don't they just, I mean, come on, guys. Idaho Law Foundation.
Trying to get the assistance I need.
Idaho
man.
State Bar.
All they got to do is give me my dang records request papers, and then I can boogie out. And that's what I'm trying to do at this point. And right now, you guys have seen me ring the bell twice. Let's do it a third time, because now they are literally refusing service with the public records request. We'll get that on camera, and then...
Oh, I forgot where we're at. Damn. Sorry, folks.
The chimes. The chimes, Chief. The chimes. Driving me crazy.
They're supposed to be giving me the papers for the records request, but look at right here, ring bell for assistance or call. Maybe we just start calling the number. I don't know.
Yeah, just call the number.
So the very least they could do after all that nonsense they caused is give me my records request papers so I can be on my way, unless they want me to stick around and hang out, which I will gladly do all day. Now I'm sure they get off at 4 or 5. I can be out here chilling 4 or 5.
We were just a little bit further than that, but we'll stick with it.
Be just a major refusal at this point.
Yep.
And we will point it out and show it and talk about it and report on it. And we will tell everybody what they're doing and that they're not serving us, right? Okay, that's 4 times, ladies and gentlemen. They have definitely refused service. Maybe we can get in right here. And if we can, then we pop in. No restricted area, no firearms allowed. So
okay, and then he's moving on to the Department of Corrections, and we are running out of time, folks. So, yeah, I mean, these government agencies need to open their doors back up. COVID's gone and done. You need to be in there talking with the public. You are public servants. If you don't like it, go back into private practice again.
Yeah, get your ass to work, because I'm tired of seeing how the public employees, these public servants are treating members of the public like it's stupid as hell. Get your ass in there, do your work professionally, handle any requests that's asked of you, and just make it happen.
Do your job, serve the public like we pay you to do. If you don't like it, go back to work in the private sector.
Right.
Just that simple.
Denny's and Wendy's are hiring easily. I mean,
hey, again, we want to shout out to Sevenfold 777 for that 5 Canadian for the war on drugs and terror. War is a war on our rights and freedoms disguised as national security.
Give it a horn.
Give me the horn. The horn.
Yeah.
Thank you for that super chat again, Sevenfold. And then again, I donated $5, so to match that. Nobody else donated on our super chats, but we always are glad. If you want to also leave us a super thanks after the stream on the Sacramento Community Watch Network or any of Chief England's videos over on the Sacramento Community Watch channel, folks. Again, like I said, I'm about 6 subscribers away from getting 500 subscribers over at Reno News Now, and that kind of helps the algorithm kick into another gear, folks. So if you could please go over to Reno News Now and hit that subscribe button. And I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would also, if you've got time, or in the middle of the night, play our videos. Helps the algorithms too. Let us lull you to sleep with our live streams.
Yeah,
well, Chief, I think that about wraps it up for the night. We're going to try to do more of these, folks. We want to maybe try to hit twice a week if we can. We're trying it on a Monday and seeing how things go. But do you have anything else for tonight, Chief?
It was an awesome night, guys. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until the next time, stay safe, learn your rights, exercise your rights, folks. Always report to the police.
Yep.
Peace
and
out.
you folks have a wonderful night, folks.